Hey guys, it's Anonymous here. This is Chimera Island, a story about a hidden island striving to find balance. It's a slice of life anthology that follows four characters: one that wants to find adventure, another character that wants to find friends, a third character that wants to earn respect, and the last one trying to find his identity. What I want to do right here is just explain the story as we flip through it, and after that, I want to talk about my experiences working on it and what experiences working on it and what was going through my mind while I was. So, without further ado, let's get to it. We start off with a double page spread of the location, which is an island like area, and as you can see, it's just a colored version of the first double page spread. And after that, we have take a look on the left side where we see the inside of a cave with a trail moving outside of it. And on the right, we just see some animals, animal inhabitants of the island. And after that, we see the other side of the cave where we see the trail moving outside, and we see the first character of this series, who is unnamed. And we see her dodging predators. We see her moving this very heavy raft through lakes, trailing it over meadows until she reaches her destination, the edge of the island. She lets go of her rope, takes a stretch, and she does a little prayer at the end. And after that, we see her destination going all the way from her island, which is pretty much unknown at this point in time, but that doesn't matter. All she wants to do is go to California because she sees this postcard and she's like, wow, what is this? This is awesome. I want to go there. I want to experience the life over there. And she takes off to the oceans, to the seas, with pretty much unprepared, because the first thing that she encounters is a storm. One blip of a raindrop falls on her face, and then one blip turns into pattas of the raindrops hitting the sea, until we see, whoa, no, look at that! That's a wave crashing upon her, submerging her underwater until she blacks out and washes up on shore. She throws up. She throws up the seawater, panting to only realize that she's back to where she started. She looks at the footprints as if something probably drug her back to the ocean. Probably has some sort of guardian looking after her. Maybe not. But that doesn't matter because she's looking at her postcard and sees that postcard is safe. It's a little bit wet, but the dream isn't dead. So she takes this L and she walks back from the beach to the meadows, to the rivers, and back to the cave. And when we see her going down to the cave, we see this whole metropolis, this whole civilization hidden away from the world. And that's pretty much the end of the first part of Chimera Island. This is the first 12 pages. And after explaining all that, this is going to be like a little bit of a shorter episode, but I do want to explain my thought process going through everything, because I believe after working on the second book of Purgatory Academy, I wanted to have a change of pace, because everything in Purgatory Academy, I was doing nothing but drawing interiors. I was drawing school settings, classroom settings, characters in uniforms. So I've been doing that for around 2 years, up until creating this one shot. So I wanted to go all out. I wanted to try outdoor settings. I want to draw like trees. I want to draw stuff that's organic. And that was the main thing that I really wanted to do when it came to this series. I wanted everything. I've been drawing a lot of man-made things through Purgatory Academy. I just wanted to have that opportunity to just focus more on drawing things without without a I guess with a sharp edge to it, or like a man-made or mechanical edge to it. For the majority of the time, I wanted to. I think the main thing that drove this was I was really tired of drawing perspective. And the thing about drawing a lot of straight edges, like desks and walls and such like that, it's very much everything points to a vanishing point. But when you have a lot of organic stuff to work with, like trees and rocks to a certain degree, like it doesn't matter because there's nothing that really points to a vanishing point unless you have a trail over here, a single straight line. So I wanted to focus more on composition, like storytelling through composition, over using I guess straight lines to point to wherever I want the audience to look at. And the second thing I wanted to talk about was this was essentially the cover that I chose because I wanted everything about this series to be essentially a mystery. Because I guess I was like self-conscious of creating a series that had majority of like furry creatures, like anthropomorphic animals. I don't know. There was like a lot. I guess like if you're around the internet, there's like a weird stigma when it comes to like drawing furry characters, and I guess I was self-conscious. Well, I was self-conscious about that, so I wanted people to look at the technique before they saw these kind of designs and made any predisposed judgments. That I wanted to say, I'm here to tell a story first. You know what I mean? And you don't really need to, it doesn't really matter what these characters say, because I feel like when you get the first impressions wrong, that's when you turn off a whole lot of people. So the first impressions that I want to establish was, hey, look at the art. Look at this character. Look at her going from one place to another. Isn't this cool? But this is only the first 4 parts of the entire story. The first, 1/4 of the entire story that I wanted to tell. So, with that being said, this concludes the first part. This went by really fast because there's no dialogue to it. But hey, we get by it faster. But let me know what you think. Check out the story for yourself on my website. It's free for everybody to read, to look through. You can leave your comments. Tell me what absolutely rocked about this, what sucked about this, because it only helps me grow. All right, cool. I'll check y'all later.